And welcome back to another video. This is CryptoKoinz, and in this video we're going over Piston Token. We'll go over the main site. We'll talk about the pre-sale. I did try to get some tokens today and yesterday during the pre-sale. I did qualify and I was not able to get it. I did record the process, so we'll take a look in just a minute to see the type of momentum Piston Token is creating right now. This is a highly anticipated project. Let's go over the site, we'll go over the white papers, and we'll take a look at the madness when they did the public pre-sale today. Why is it highly anticipated? Why everybody continues to talk about it? And I also just created the Piston Token channel on my Discord. So I'll be releasing any updates, team updates here when the project launches, and feel free to come in here and talk about Piston. I just created this channel today. And for those of you who are part of my Splash network, I give all my updates here and my diamond team in my Discord. Let's go back to the site. This is going to be somewhat of a deep dive. I'm actually going to read their white papers, their site, what to anticipate in 4 days, and what I'm doing. So the pre-sale ended already. That is complete. This is on the Binance Smart Chain network. The way that you bought the token in the pre-sale was with BUSD. I'm not sure if you're able to buy it with BNB, but for pre-sale it was BUSD. Get ready, the race season. The race season is about to start. We will launch pre-sale claim, Piston contract, PancakeSwap exchange support, swap and race on April 3rd. That's in 4 days and 13 hours. Watch out for our speed meter and do not lose the race start. Transparency, affordable network, deflationary tokenomic, well resistance, affordable network. There's a lot of things happening with the token. This project has a potential to really take off. I was part of their whitelist pre-sale and their public pre-sale, and it sold off in seconds. We're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars under minutes. That means there is a huge anticipation and a lot of momentum behind this project. The application looks very sleek. There is a lot of expectations here. And just like everyone else, I am pretty excited myself. Now they added here, Piston Token will be available on PancakeSwap. And it has a timer. Has a white paper here, which we'll go over after we go over the site. And here is the token race. The Piston Token and the Piston race. Piston Token is the token we're purchasing. That is going to be the native token for this project. And Piston Race is the dashboard app for the token. Piston Token, the token to run the ecosystem, fully tradable and available to everyone. Built on Binance Smart Chain BSC, total supply 1 million Piston tokens, 10% tax on buy on the exchange only. Not sure, looks like it's going to be free if you use their application. 10% tax on sell. And here is the breakdown. Buy, sell fees. 1% burned, 2% to liquidity, PancakeSwap, 3% to marketing, development, 4% to contract balance. Referral reward system, Pick Crew Boost, locks tokens out of circulation as long as term deflationary measure. See white paper for details. I haven't read up too much about this, so we'll go over it in the white papers. The Piston Race, the ROI dashboard app for depositing your Piston tokens. Earn 1% daily, max payout 365% of your deposited amount, reinvest to maximize your APY. So there is a cap. This is not endless returns. And that is phenomenal. 1% daily is great. 5% direct referral reward system. So they will have a referral system. Withdraw initial investment. And it has an asterisk there. While many projects require you to permanently forfeit any deposits, you have 7 days from the start of your raise to fully exit the protocol if you wish. See white paper for details. So they are giving you a grace period. There is no sunk cost unless after the 7 days. You do lose those tokens, but they give you a 7-day grace period, and I think there is some fees involved if you do withdraw early. Deposit fees, 5% to upline, round robin. They do have a round robin there for those uplines. That basically means the rewards will rotate within the upline, and 5% to the contract balance. Claim fee, 10% to the contract balance. We'll go over these details in the white paper. If we look at the roadmap, everything has ended. And on April 3rd, the race, claim, and swap, PancakeSwap is launched on the 3rd. So that is a complete process. I am a little bummed. I started my diamond team. Thank you for those who have joined my diamond team. And I was not able to get any tokens there from the whitelist pre-sale and to the public pre-sale. It sold off too fast, and I am a little skeptical about that, but let's move it along. And here at the bottom, you can join their Telegram as of now. It's the only way I've been receiving information is Telegram. Now let's take a look at their white papers and break down this project. Piston Token white paper. Transparency, deflationary tokenomics, well resistance, affordable network. And Binance by default is very affordable, very efficient in those gas fees. The basics: when a user deposits Piston to add fuel to their gas tank, they will receive 1% daily returns for up to 365% of the amount in the tank. The amount for this calculation includes new tokens deposited as well as tokens compounded using the Nitro button. So your max payout is 365%. How is that a race? Where the goal of a real-world race car drivers is to be the fastest around the track, the goal of Piston users is to accelerate their earnings by the following. And here's the breakdown: making deposits of new Piston tokens, adding fuel using the Nitro button to compound earnings. So the Nitro button is to compound. Receive boosts from their pit crew. So the bigger the team, the more tokens we have to disperse airdrop. Boost a portion of the transaction fees of people in one's pit crew. So you can also get boosts there. Pit crew, aka downline or network, people they have referred and the people referred by those people, etc. So it's a community driven project, and I love these projects. It really gives team leaders the ability to give back to their communities. I've been seeing Drip Network, I'm involved with Splasive and my Diamond team, and these are awesome projects that have been highly successful. This is why a lot of people are very excited. Piston Token, all of these activities increase the speed at which returns become exponential. Let's go to the next page. Can I exit the race? So here is that explanation. Yes, while many projects require you to permanently forfeit any deposits, you have 7 days from the start of your race to fully exit the protocol if you wish. However, this will require you to forfeit any pending unclaimed rewards. Here's how exiting works. If the price of Piston token has gone down during the time you've been in Piston, then upon exiting you will receive the same number of Piston tokens that you have deposited, minus rewards and subject to tax, but the USD value of the base amount will have gone down along with the price of Piston. So they're only giving you the ability to recoup the amount of Piston tokens you deposited, not the dollar amount value, plus there's taxes. If instead the price of Piston token has gone up during this time, then upon exiting you will receive fewer Piston tokens, also minus rewards received and subject to tax. But the base amount will have the same USD value as the sum of any Piston deposits you have made up to that point, based on the price of Piston at the time of deposit. So they're being sharp about this process. If the value of the Piston token goes down, they're going to honor you the same amount of tokens you deposited plus fees, so you're going to incur a loss. Now, if the value of the Piston token has gone up, they're not going to let you trade it if you deposit it into the race, and they're going to reap the rewards of that appreciation, and they're going to give you the dollar amount value that you had deposited. So that's pretty nifty. I mean, that is pretty smart. So it obviously incentivizes you not to sell, but hey, they're giving you an option if you want your money back. I like how they did that. This is the first time I read how it functions. Let's keep going. Taxes. Taxes reduce volatility and are used to support referral networks within the MyDeFi ecosystem. So here are the taxes. Buy transactions, no tax. If you buy it in the Piston site, 10% in the exchange. And here's the allocation breakdown. So we already went over some of these. Here's the deposit. There is a 10% tax there on Piston site. And you can't do this in the exchange, so it's blanked out. This is when you deposit into the race. And here is where your money goes. We already went over these. To claim, there's 10%. You can only claim in the Piston site. And the 10% goes straight to the contract balance. To sell, it's 10% in Piston site or on the exchange. It doesn't make a difference. And here's the allocation of that percentage. If you want to exit, eject, 10% on the Piston site. You obviously can't do that in the exchange. This is if you're part of the race, and it goes directly to the contract balance. And when you compound Nitro, you add it back to the race, there is a 3% tax there to the upline round robin. Pretty straightforward there for the taxes. Let's go to the incentives. To incentivize a consistent inflow of value into the system, a distinction is made between new deposits and compounds indirect rewards from one's downline as follows. The total amount in the gas tank can never go higher than 5 times the amount of deposits into your gas tank. So there is a cap limit there. So it's not endless rewards, but it's still great rewards. So if, for example, you deposit 100 piston tokens and then you compound daily using the nitro function until the total amount in your tank is 500 piston tokens, your tank is now full. Your max payout is 1% per day, is 1,825 piston tokens, 500 times 3.65. Further compounding will be unavailable and boost will not be received from the transaction fees of your pit crew, so you max out. So you do have to continuously deposit to reap those rewards, but it's still giving you some nice buffer there for some awesome rewards. To re-enable compounding and receiving rewards from your downline at this point, it will be necessary to make a new deposit of piston. I figured you have to add more money. This can be done in one of 2 ways. First, claiming and then redepositing PST token into the protocol, which benefits the system through taxes, or number 2, making an entirely new purchase of piston and depositing it. All right, pretty clear there. Those are the incentives. There is some caps. To incentivize bringing in new users through a network of referrals, Piston can be used to access rewards from your downline pit crew to a maximum of 15 levels. There are 2 places where you can deposit Piston in the Piston site. So you're gonna need a lot of Piston tokens if you wanna have a huge team where you reap the benefits of those downlines. Let's go over these just because they're sticking out here like a sore thumb. These are the dollar values of Piston, which are needed to access deeper levels of boost rewards from your extended pit crew. And here are the downlines of the pit crew. For one downline, it's $100 worth of Piston tokens, so on and so forth. And if you're a big whale, you think you're gonna carry a huge team and 15 downlines, you're gonna have to deposit there $2,900 worth of Piston tokens so that you can enable those downlines and reap those rewards. So it's not cheap there, but if you can carry that kind of weight, there's a lot of benefits. There are 2 places where you can deposit Piston in the Piston site. Your gas tank, which enables you to receive 1% ROI per day on the total amount. Number 2, the pit crew boost system. What is the benefit of depositing Piston into the pit crew boost system? It allows you to receive boost of Piston from the nitro and deposit fees of users in your downline, aka your pit crew. Pit crew boost will go directly into your gas tank. Note, you get access to boost from more levels of your downline depending on the USD value of the Piston deposited there. So those are the benefits. The pit crew boost system, so that you can have those nice downlines. Why base it on the USD value? Because we want everyone to be able to expand their network even when the value of Piston increases. This is pretty cool. For Splassive, they have the wave token, and you need the wave token to create your team. And the wave token fluctuates. Sometimes, depending how it's trading, it's more expensive to create a team than other times. And the one from Drip Network is called Breep. They're not having a secondary token. They're using the same native token from the project, the Piston token, and they're basing it on dollar amount. They're making it relatively fair. These guys put a lot of thought into this project and learning from previous experiences. This is why people are excited. It's well organized. Let's go to the next point here. Using this approach, $100 worth of Piston will allow you to receive boosts from direct referrals in your pit crew, whether one Piston costs $10 or $500. That's awesome. We are particularly pleased with how the system keeps the benefit of network referrals affordable for everyone, even as the token price rises. And this is also gonna give a lot of appreciation to the Piston token because now there is no secondary token. The Piston token by itself is the same token necessary for the downlines, number 1, and number 2, to deposit into your gas tank. So it's one token that does it all. So that appreciation of the Piston token, it's gonna be crazy. This token is going to explode. If you guys are new to these community-driven projects, just understand that this is huge. For those of you who are experiencing these projects, you know this is a big deal. We are particularly pleased with how the system keeps the benefit of network referrals affordable for everyone, even as token prices rise. How do these pit crew levels work? The first level consists of your direct referrals, people who use your referral code to join the Piston project. The second level consists of people referred by your direct referrals. The third level consists of people referred by your second level, and so on down to a maximum of 15 levels. That's a huge team if you can do that. That's huge. So those are the incentives. Let's keep it going. I hope I haven't lost you guys. I'm sure I already put some of you to sleep. I actually haven't read the full papers, and I said, you know what? Let's read the full papers and really explain what this project means. Incentives continued. You gain access to a pit crew boost level by depositing the appropriate USD value for that level. While there is a separate USD amount listed for each level, the total are cumulative, so you don't need to pay $100 for level 1 and then $300 more for level 2. When the total USD value of your pit crew boost deposits adds up to $300, you will have access to level 2. In other words, $100 for level 1, $200 more for level 2. So you don't have to pay that amount for each level. It's the accumulative amount that you have. When you gain access to a pit crew boost level, you'll be able to receive a percentage of the compounding and deposit fees incurred by that level of your pit crew in a round-robin fashion. Round-robin fashion basically means it cycles through the uplines here. So every time there is those extra rewards, certain people on the upline will start getting those airdrops automatically. This user compounds every day, and 3% of their daily ROI goes to people above them, round robin style. Round robin. Instead of being in a line, imagine that they are in a circle, round robin. The rewards go to different persons each day, and when it comes back to the giver, it skips a day. So when it goes up in the upline, it comes back to the beginning. So here's day 1, day 2, day 3, skip. And that's how the round robin works. So on top of creating a team, getting those referrals, those boosts, there's also round robin. There's multiple ways of getting incentives. This is why these community-driven projects are so rewarding. Let's keep it going. Incentives. Once Piston have been deposited for accessing pit crew boost levels, there are only 2 ways it can be withdrawn. If the user reaches the maximum of 50,000 Piston tokens, see well resistance, they have a well tax, and number two, if the user claims until they have received all of the max payouts of 365%. By default, upon exiting, you will receive the same number of Piston token that you've deposited. However, if the price of Piston has gone up during the time you have been invested in the pit crew boost system, then upon exiting you will receive fewer Piston, but the base amount will have the same USD value as the sum of any Piston deposits into the pit crew boost system based on the price of the Piston at the time of deposit. But let's move it along. More incentives. In order to retain access to the pit crew boost reward system, your account must have a positive net deposit value, NDV. If the result of the following equation is positive, you can receive pit crew boost rewards. If it's not, then those rewards will be forfeited. NDV, which is net deposit value, equals deposits plus compounding plus airdrops plus claims. Note, in this equation, airdrops received are positive and airdrops sent are also positive. Okay, so in order to qualify, you need to have a positive net deposit value to be able to receive pit crew boost rewards. So this is similar to other projects. Let's keep it going. Deflationary measures. So I guess we're gonna get into some tokenomics. A limit is placed on the amount of rewards that can be earned through compounding, requiring new deposits to be made when the limit is reached. See to incentivize a consistent inflow of value into the system above. So we do have a maximum of 365% return there on any investment. The pit crew boost system serves as a significant deflationary measure by locking up any tokens deposited into that system. These tokens are completely removed from circulation, effectively reducing the supply. The longer a user stays in the race, the more their network can grow, and the more downlines they can afford to access, which removes an ever-increasing number of Piston tokens from circulation. So by having that sunk cost, once you do commit to depositing and you continue to grow the team, by default, those tokens are out of circulation. So that's how it's deflationary. Okay, makes sense. For more information about the Pit Crew Boost system, see to incentivize bringing in new users through a network of referrals above. We already went over the referrals. Whenever Piston is purchased on an exchange, 1% of the Piston amount is burned as part of the buy tax. Whenever Piston is sold, whether through the Piston site or an exchange, the sale tax includes a burn of 1% of the total amount. There is 1% being burned there with buy and sell transactions. These deflationary measures are designed to be quite powerful, especially in combination. In the unlikely event that minting of Piston is ever needed, we will do so as required for the functioning of the protocol, but only to the degree that is absolutely necessary. We pride ourselves on our approach to supporting the value of Piston through carefully crafted tokenomics. So they are saying if there's too many transactions over a long period of time, there's going to be a lot of tokens being burned and out of circulation. And if they need to pay out some rewards, they're going to have to mint new tokens. But if they mint new tokens, then that's going to reduce the price of the token's value. So they are saying they will do it if necessary. But they pride themselves in the way they thought out about this project, and they don't have to. But if they do, they will. They do have some well resistance. There is an upper limit of 50,000 Piston tokens, which can be distributed to a single account. When 50,000 Piston tokens have been distributed to a single account, all rewards will cease, including boosts from the associated Pit Crew, and all Piston deposited to access Pit Crew boost levels may be withdrawn at this time. So you do get capped out. They're not going to allow for these teams to surpass this threshold. We saw in Drip Network that people were making crazy money every day, airdropping thousands of dollars. So they do have a limit. By the time a whale has reached 50,000 Piston limit, they are likely getting massive amount in Pit Crew boosts. These will now be distributed among their Pit Crew, accelerating the progress of users spanning many levels down below them. This also shortens the period of time during which a whale can accumulate enough Piston to make large transactions that negatively affect the price. They don't want anybody growing too big. They are going to impact the price of the token. There is a dynamic whale tax depending on how the total amount claimed compares to the max payout of 50,000 Piston tokens. If the total amount claimed is less than 4,999 Piston tokens, the transaction will be subject to the standard 10% sales tax. Above that level, the claim taxes will be as follows. And here they have the claim taxes. Total amount of Piston claimed until now. The claim tax will be, and it has a breakdown, 5,000 to 10,000, 15%. And if you go down, up to 55% at 50,000. So you kind of have to do the math to find that happy medium where your team doesn't grow too much, but everybody's reaping those benefits and rewards of a team. Let's keep it going. Airdrops. You can airdrop all of your direct referrals, level 1 of your Pit Crew, at once. My diamond team works very smoothly, so this is going to work flawlessly, I'm sure. And the designated amount will be distributed evenly among them. You can also airdrop any Piston user if you have their wallet address or nickname. An airdrop will be deposited directly into the gas tank of the recipient. Pretty standard, just like the other projects. And that is the conclusion there. So that is a complete breakdown of Piston Token. This one took me a while to record. I haven't read the whole white papers, and I was going to read it for myself. I just said, hey, I'm going to give it a shot and record it. I understand how it works. And so I said, you know, I might as well share this with everyone who is skeptical about Piston Token or wants to get involved. I did the whole white papers, and I hope this guide helps all of you. I'm going to make a team. If you want to be part of my team, join my Discord so that when I do make that team, I'll have all the updates in my Piston Token channel. So that's how we can get ahead of the game. So that's going to do it for this video. If you found this video of any value, please make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons down below. If I put you to sleep and then you wake up, please hit the like button too. I'm okay with that. I've received comments before where they say that I put people to sleep. I'm okay with that. No problem. This one wore me out a little bit, not gonna lie. I really appreciate it if you made it this far. Thank you very much. And for those of you that have been waiting for that recording of the pre-sale, I'm gonna play it here at the end so you guys can check out my experience when I was trying to buy the pre-sale. This was a public pre-sale, and this is exactly how it went. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Are you guys hyped about this project, or was that a little sketchy? And I'll leave you with that recording.
We are good, guys. Be prepared. I will enable the contract soon. Get your BUSD ready. And go. Okay. Okay. It's over. That was quick. I will do a final check. Has anybody questions so far? Let me just check the transactions meanwhile.